I've been doing a lot of decluttering lately, and I decided to see if my Malden is something that I want anymore. Because I've been using my Portland Grand, and I've been really happy with the personal size. But I'm going to go through my Malden again and see if it's something that I want to use. Before I do that, though, I want to show, I know I've talked about these on blog posts, I've talked about them a couple times. They're called Spenvelopes, and I will put a link in the description bar, and they are really perfect for a Filofax if you want to do a cash envelope system in your Filofax, because they are the same size as the personal pages. They're very sturdy. They feel like a cardstock, and on the inside they have a register. So this would be like you would fill out a check register, and you can see what you're putting in and what you're taking out without counting everything, which is what I had to do the last time. And on the back of the envelopes there's different quotes about saving your money, and there's 12 of them to a set. They were only $7.99, and they came in all different colors, and I think there were 2 or 3 white ones. The only thing I had to do to put them in here besides punch them was, because they're the exact same size, the bottom of the flap would interfere with the rings, so I cut just along this line on the bottom edge, and they are pretty much perfect. I have the grocery money, I have the medical, which is really co-pays and prescriptions, things I wasn't expecting. And I have three in the back. I have the Christmas envelope, my Amazon Prime envelope, and my post office box envelope. And what I did was, these things are the old-fashioned label makers, and I got mine at an estate sale, but when I was in Michael's the other day, one of the Smashbook companies is making a mini one of these, so if you can't find them used, and you actually can on eBay, but if you can't find them, they are available new. And on to the A5 situation. Here's the thing. I did a lot of decluttering last week. There are piles of things. Oh, hi Ginger. Hi puppy. I don't know what she's doing on Ventura's bed. Okay. Sorry. So one of the things I went through was my binders, and I know I've talked about the A5 Finsbury before. I love the color. It's a beautiful, brilliant green. It doesn't really lean blue. It's not a teal. It's a really pretty color. But I know a lot of people, this drives crazy on the Malden, but that flexibility really allows you to put a lot more things in your Filofax and makes the pockets very usable. For me, the Finsbury is so stiff that the pockets are not even workable for me, so I decided to only keep one, and I'm going to keep the Malden. I'm probably going to sell the Finsbury, and also the Success Choice Planner, which is a really nice 7-ring binder. it's floppy like this. It might be floppier because it's one piece of leather, and that's it. So I decided I wanted to keep the Malden, but then I thought, is it going to work for me? Because I've been so happy with my Portland Grand. So I decided to take it out and set it up and maybe use it for a week and see if I think at some point I'll be able to use it. There are some things that work better in an A5, and I put them in, and I'll explain what they are. Right here I'm keeping my grocery money at the moment. I don't want to change over the Spenvelopes unless I'm sure that this is going to work. And even if it works, I have a feeling this is going to be more an at-home situation than something I want to bring around. I have some Filofax cards in here, some bags in here, some postcards, and this is an old gift card that I punched and wrapped with washi tape so I can take my washi tape with me, because I couldn't really figure out a good way to carry it around when it's not on the roll, so I wrapped it on a used gift card, and there's a couple layers, and I punched holes in it because I can't decide whether it would be better in the rings or in one of these pockets. I'm not really sure, so right now I just stuck it in a pocket. Gift cards are hard to punch. They are harder than finding a teal Baroque. So my setup is, this is a photograph, some Post-its, some bags, which I definitely did miss in my personal, some checks to remind me. It's hard to explain. Sometimes I think that you feel more abundant when you have money with you and cash with you, and these are all cashed, but I thought the reminder would help me in some way. I'm not 100% sure. So I would have to fill this out probably. And here are all the pages, but I just went through all the pages when I did the Saffiano. 2000. I do have a 2013 calendar. I needed a good space for a section for Ventura because he does pet therapy, and I'm kind of loosey-goosey about writing the dates in, and I really do need to do that. So this is just an old contact sheet where I can put where we go and the date we went. I think that'll be good. And here's his dog license. I have a, this was the family organizer that Sandra sent me some sheets. I'm going to put the pet information for Ginger and him. Here's some of his receipts. This is from one of his obedience classes. This is a page of places we can go visit. This was him with Santa, and he really hated that. They had a kind of a frilly, sparkly collar on. He doesn't like to wear clothes, and he didn't like to be dragged over to Santa. So that was the best picture we got, and that was not a happy dog. So I think he's not going to be the kind of dog that I can do this with every year. This is his My Pets Brace information, and I had 2 calendars, so I did put them in. And these are some things my family brought back from France, so I stuck them in there. I have a, oh, that's my son and me and my sister. And I do have a 2013 and 2014 year on a page David sent me. And I did start using this. I didn't realize it, but I was using this at the beginning of the year. So I do have, you know, let me see. I do have past pages trying to, and these are the vertical week on 2 pages. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I really thought they were okay. Maybe it's just the kind of information I was putting in them. I mean, most of my writing goes on these daily pages. This was the kind of stuff I wanted to be able to keep. It's a Dell computer flyer. It's very hard to keep those kind of things in a personal. So I was using this morning, and I did kind of miss the space. You know, the flip side of that is this is not portable. I mean, I did carry it around with me, and oh, there's Ginger. I did carry it around with me, and I did put it in my purse this morning, and it definitely worked. I didn't really have a problem. These are the Pentel 8-color art pens. I'll link those too because I love these. I got another brand of pencil highlighter. I think it was called International Arrivals, and it's a much harder pencil. I mean, pencils come in hardnesses. This isn't as soft, I don't think, as a typical art pencil, but it wasn't as hard as the highlighters that I got, and I find I like these a lot better. The other colors were brighter. I'll see if I can find them, and if I can, I'll link them, because I imagine that they would work for, you know, some people, but I don't think they were, you couldn't really blend them that well, and there was a set of, I think, 6 of them, and half of them were very hard, and half of them felt more like these, so I don't know, I think I'm going to stick with the Pentel. And then I'm using some little stickers that I got in my swap, and some that were mine, because I really have to get over the sticker hoarding business. Ventura, I put a little dog paws because he just had his teeth and his nails done. So there's really only one new page. And I have the Filofax graph paper, and I have the Clairefontaine graph paper that is fantastic. And if you haven't tried Clairefontaine paper, you must. It's the best paper. And there's a couple of new TV shows starting soon, and I don't want to forget to program my DVR, so I put little stickies at the edges of the week, 2 weeks, oh my god, I can't think, 2 pages per week, which is really what I was doing sort of in my personal. When I would have something coming up that week, I would stick something out the side as a reminder, because I need more than, I need a warning. I need some advanced planning, so that really helps me, more than just putting it on the week before. Oh, here's some things I haven't seen in a while. There's a picture Josh sent me from the newspaper, and another picture of me and my sister, and another picture from Josh. I think for me and Josh, I think that's the car of our dreams, or close. That's really neat pictures. And here's another one he sent me. We sort of exchange old pictures. This was a whole lot of postage that from things people sent me. I love to keep that kind of stuff. So this is sort of the section that was really missing in my personal. I need a place to keep receipts, and with an A5 you can keep full-size receipts. All you have to do is punch them, and I really missed being able to do that. I really needed a place to do this, to be able to print something out and punch it. It's really helpful. I like to keep track of things I ordered. I like to keep track of where I ordered them. You know, there's a lot of places you can get the same thing, and I would prefer to rebuy from places that I got a good price at and had good customer service. And I forget, so I like this. And I think my home section with all the cleaning is better suited in an A5 also. And these are the family sheets too. This is the Home Sweet Home sheet, but it's really it's information for different things around the house. You could really put whatever you wanted in there. I'm going to put the phone numbers and the names of companies. I think it's a good sheet. And these were the cleaning lists. I'm sorry, cleaning lists are next, I think. This is when we lost power last year, I looked for an emergency list, and these were the suggestions. And I thought that that was a really good idea, and I wrote it out last year, and I'm going to keep it, and because we're getting into hurricane season again. These are this was a local, it was pet disaster planning, and it was put out locally, so it'll tell you what you need for your pets, and it also gives you some pet-friendly hotels. This was the cleaning lists that I started, and I'm definitely going to redo them because I'm going through Martha Stewart's Ventura's here now. He was downstairs crying. He had to go out. I don't know why that one ear is up. And there's his brace. How you doing, baby? So I want to continue. I found the box of the pencils that I got. If I can find a link to these, I will link them. The colors are really nice. Actually, the colors I might even like a little bit more than the colors in here because they're a little bit brighter and along the line of a highlighter, but I don't find them as easy to work with. Now, I'm doing, I'm laying down, sort of blocks of color, and also doing some drawing, and this is closer to a drawing pencil. Both of them work really well as a highlighter. These are more highlighter-y colors, with the exception of that blue one's a little dark and the red one's a little dark, but they still work really well. So if I can find these, I will link them. And I just wanted to finish this up. So here's all the pages I'm going to use for my notes. And the cooking section is much better in an A5 than it is in a personal. You can write out a whole recipe on one page, and then it's in the plastic sleeves that inserts come in. Since they match the size of the pages exactly, all I had to do was punch them and slip the recipe in. And then I can take the recipes into the kitchen with me and they are covered. I don't have to worry about splashing. And on this one I even stuck a recipe in there. This is the best way I've found for me to do recipes in a Filofax. All you have to do is keep the clear plastic that the inserts come in, and it's really great. And then I have a couple of envelopes that I punched just for extra stuff. And I also have a place for my stationery because I write letters and I actually owe a few letters. And I like this cute stationery. There's a lot of it on Etsy, and also this one I think I got on yozocraft.com, and this was from Etsy. And this is from Etsy. This is the one I sent Kate recently. And I just think they're just really cute. And they fit really well in the back of an A5 Filofax. So the pen loop sizes on the A5 is Malden is very good. This is the juice pen, and this one over here on the left side fits this Pentel 8 color pen, which is a pretty big pen. So the pen loop sizes on the Malden are really ideal for me, and because you can fit so much in the pockets work for me. I don't really find these horizontal pockets as good as the vertical ones, but it all works better for me than it did on the Finsbury. And the Finsbury is a beautiful binder and definitely some people's favorites. But I just think the Malden has more usable space because it's so pliable. So I think that was all I wanted to say. I have 2 giveaways going on now. One for a Saffiano personal size Filofax, and one for the Barnes & Noble Punctuate planners, which make great inserts even if you're not going to use the planner. So thank you very much for watching, and we hope you enjoyed this video.